Okay, hey, what's up, YouTube? Today I went to a little range that we found. Anyone can really go to it, and I decided to use my new Discovery. And just here's a little introduction. We're also doing some clay shooting. I think this is kind of cool. You can see the wad shoot towards it. Now you can see right there that ridge. I was shooting there to that tree. That's 50 yards. Uh, none of these shots that you've seen so far from me. This is just also kind of testing out my Casio. Also, there's actually quite a bit of wind, but it's only through one little section that'll throw it off because there's only a little tiny path and then trees are blocking the rest. So I was doing some Kentucky windage. If you don't know what that means, it's pretty much just like kind of guessing the hold for wind, left or right. And also had this like some sand that I could throw to see what the wind was doing, but I tried to make do. And again, all this is just stuff that we did for fun, just to test out my camera. Okay, now let's get to the shooting. Okay, so I'm using the Benjamin Discovery 22 cal, and I would shoot it from 2,000 psi down to like 1,000. I'd fill it back up. This is just me kind of seeing where to aim at 50. I had an idea that it'd be 1 milled up, but again, I just got this, and there's no modifications on this. All I have is a little 3-9 scope, and there's no extra barrel band or anything. I think mine seems like it's a lot more accurate than most people, even without a barrel band, from compared to theirs, because if I'm not shooting through my camera, I'm still getting used to shooting through my camera, but when I'm not, I can get like under an inch group at 50 yards. Now, most shots are ranging from anywhere from 48 to 55 yards, and I used ballistic software, and I used the Hawk ballistic software to figure out where my scope is going. If you want to see a video on that, just leave a comment and I'll show you how to get it all set up for your pellet gun, or it can even work for just a real gun. It's just a ballistic calculator. I think it's Hawk Optics software, but like I said, just send me a comment or a message that is saying that you want to see how it works. I'm sorry for the focusing on this. My scope, you'll see it in the end. Uh, it's 100 yard parallax. It's set at that, so I can't really adjust the focus. But in the next week or two, my scope rings that I had to pre-order will come in, and I'll be able to mount my new scope on. Which, with my new scope, it just makes everything really clear, and you'll be able to see the pellet. I had it set up on a different gun, and it worked great. I mean, 50 yards, it was completely clear. There wasn't any blur like this. Okay, these I'm just shooting at 12 gauge shells. There's one 20 gauge shell in here, but although it may look like I'm not really hitting them, some I am not hitting, but then some, it looks like I don't hit, but I actually do, and it just ricochets off. Like right there, I hit one. Some Kentucky wind is going on right there, you can see. I took that one out of dead center, and that one I just hit the rock right up into the right. I'm using Crossman Premier hollow points. They actually fire really good through my gun, almost as good as the GSP Exact. Um, and they're firing around 850 feet per second. And I'm sorry for this glare, but that's when the sun was right above us. These ones you can actually see the pellets, kind of. You can see the pellet pretty good on that one. I think this is kind of neat how it just stays there, and it looked like it's going to stay, but then it just starts to fall. I can't really tell, but it looks like my pellets don't really have any stabilization problems through this gun. They seem like they're not wobbling at all. They're just going nice and smooth. Okay, so here's the Discovery, and there's a scope on it that I don't really like. It's a 3 to 9 Leapers, like I said. No modifications again, like I said, not even a barrel band yet. I will be ordering the TKO 22 suppressor, and I will be trying to get a barrel band. If you have the Discovery and don't have a barrel band yet, just send me a message and I'll tell you how to buy them, because you can't really buy them on the internet. You need to call them and have the number and everything. Pressure is still at 1500. Okay, now let's have a look at the target. It would have been a lot better, but like I said, the wind, it was just really hard to kind of guess for. And some of them, the ones that were off to the left, those were from the ricochets, because there's little twigs in front. Okay, here's some of the shotgun shells I shot. There's, I'm going to show some of the ones that I hit and some of the ones that I missed. You'll see this one up here. I hit it right on the metal, and it deflected it down, so it just shot through the bottom of the shotgun shell, right here, I think. No, not that one, but that one got grazed on the side too, you can see. This thing is plenty accurate to pick out a squirrel even at, like, I'd say 100 yards with the right shooter. Here's the one that just deflected the pellet right down. Is that closer one? There's a 20 gauge one. I made it move some, but I never actually hit it. As I was hitting to the side, that's when the wind started to pick up. Alright, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna put this just in 360p so it'll load up a bit faster. I don't want to do all that waiting. I'm putting this in 360.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in 360. I don't want to put it 720 HD.